Hey guys, welcome back to my channel called How To. Today we'll see how we can install Palo Alto version 10.0 into our VMware. Okay, so the first and foremost thing, I'll be sharing the link in the description below. You can download the image if you don't have it. And post, I'm gonna use my VMware Workstation player for importing my Palo Alto image into my VMware. Okay, so for this thing what I'll be doing is I'll just click on home over here real quick, and what I can do, I can just click on open virtual machine, or I can just click on file and click on open. Okay, either way is same. I can just click on open and I'll navigate to the path where I have kept my image. So this is my Palo Alto VM 10.0 OVA file, and I'll just click on open real quick. I'll just give it a name called Palo Alto 10.0, and I'll be using a different path for just my you can use the same path if you want to. You can just keep on C drive and so on, so, but I'll be using it on different drive. I'll just do it on my way. I'll just click on new folder and I'll be making one folder called Palo Alto VM 10.x 10.0, and I'll just click on OK and I'll click on import. Okay, so it will take some time to import the Palo Alto VA image into the VMware Workstation, and once that installation will be completed, we can spin up our Palo Alto VM and we'll see how we can access the VM from GUI. And also I can just give you a slight site insight on some network adapters of VMware and how you can use those adapters, integrate into your Palo Alto and so on. So okay, so our Palo Alto is now imported right now. I'll just click on edit versions and setting at first, and I can see the by default the memory it is consuming is 5.5. I'll just increase slightly to 8 just to make sure I can run my labs, and I can spin up my Palo real quick. If you are lagging the resources, then you can just go with the default, but I would suggest you to spin up if you have. Okay, so processor, I'm okay with the processor. I'll be using two cores per processor, and that is fine enough for me right now. So the by default hard disk size is 60 GB. Right now it is enough for me. If you want to add some more hard drive, if you wanted to, you can just click on add and click hard drive. Click on next, click on next, and you can just add the additional resources and keep it as a splitting form, or you can just store your virtual disk in a single file. I'll just go with the single file if I wanted, but for this demonstration I'm good. And by default I could see there are three network adapters that have came here. So these all are in three bridge mode. What I'll be doing is I'll just quickly change my network adapter from bridge to NAT, or I can just click on VMnet custom and I can just use VMnet 8 or NAT for my or either like, if you'll choose NAT or custom, and you can use VMnet 8, either the case is fine. Okay, I'll just click on NAT, and you can even click on NAT just for this video. I'll let you know how we can play around the adapters on my next video. That is really important. I must suggest you to go through. And so for the second adapter, I can use, I think anything. I think a VMnet 1 would be fine for me, or I can use VMnet 0. Anything is fine, and this won't matter for this lab, but coming further, definitely it's gonna matter. So I'm good with the network adapter NAT setting for me. Keep in mind I have choose NAT for the first adapter. Reason being, if I'll click on edit and virtual network editor, if you'll see my NAT adapter is from my host machine, I can easily reach out to my NAT adapter, and it will be giving me the IP address of 192.168.62.0. Right, so this is the adapter I'll be using for accessing my VMs host into my VM machines. Okay, for everything, for EVNG I'll be using my NAT adapter, for Genus 3 and couple of labs going for big IP, Cisco ICE and so on. So I'll be letting you know how we can the core understanding for this virtual network editor as well. If you wanted to learn, do let me know in the comment section below. I can make a separate tutorial for this one as well. So for this sake, I'm good with the NAT. Right, I'll just click on cancel right now. So I'm just quickly powering up my Palo Alto. So VMnet 8 NAT and VMnet 0. Okay, okay. And I'm just good to power up my VM. I'll just click on Control G or and click on Enter. See, if you want to come out of this black shell or black screen inside of your VM, you can just click on Control plus Alt button. Okay, you can see over here under this section, right? It shows like, if you want to enter into the VM, press Control G, and if you want to, I'll just press Control G, uh, Control G, and if you want to come out of that screen, you need to press Control Alt, right? Uh, Control G and Control Alt to come out of this screen. Now, welcome to PanOS. Right now, here, this is the section like, wherein your Palo Alto PanOS is getting started, right? So it is doing some self check, post check right now, right? So these are mandatory checks that Palo does when spinning up, just to make sure like, OS is not corrupted and so on and so forth. Okay, so everything seems to be good so far. It's like okay, okay. So every services are being checked, and they are reporting the status as in okay. And right now it's starting the PanOS software. So it's gonna take some time, like, to do the installation process, and also like, once the installation is completed, it takes some more time uh, to give the access for root for the console or the GUI. Okay, so around 4 5 minutes is the time I think I'm assuming it's gonna take for completely for complete deployment. Okay, so let's give some time to spin this up, and meanwhile what I can do, mm, I can just wait, I guess. Okay, I'll just increase my, I'll just keep it in turbo. Okay, so depending on your RAM, like, how much of RAM your system is having and how much of RAM you have allocated, so that all depends for like, for your smooth lab going forward. So at this moment, if you realize like, I've got a login prompt, but still it is not the uh, prompt that I'm expecting. It is on the back end, like, it's still the services are running on. It's not powered up yet. If you'll try to like, log in at this time, I'll just press Control G real quick and type admin as a username and admin as the password. It will prompt me the wrong. Okay, see the login incorrect right now. The reason being, it's still processing the services. The services are getting started. The reason being, I'm not able to log in. Okay, so many of folks, like, they just get panicked, like, my Palo is up but I'm not able to log in, right? I'm typing the username and the password, and it's showing the login and password incorrect, and it's prompting me something PA as a STF login and so on and so forth. So I would suggest to have some patience and give some time to spin up the Palo, and post you can easily log in. Okay, I'll just wait for a couple of more seconds or minutes, I guess. It depends how long it's gonna take. Mm, okay, what I can show you real quick is, okay, let's see if I can log in admin. Okay, it's processing. So meanwhile, I'll just click on edit and go to virtual network editor. Okay, I'll just demonstrate you how you can add the multiple network adapters real quick. So this is my virtual network adapter for my VMware that I have added. I think by default you will get your if you'll click on change setting, by default you will be getting, I guess, the bridged mode, right? VMnet 0 and VMnet 8, I guess, and or VMnet 1. I think three adapters you'll be getting by default. So I have added 2 and 3 as well, and everything. So DSCP is enabled for all these adapters, and my VMnet adapter 1, 2, and 3 are acting as a host only, and VMnet 8 is acting as NAT, is acting as a NAT mode, and my VMnet adapter 0 VNet 0 will be acting as in bridge, which is bridge to my Wi-Fi adapter. Okay, which is bridge to my Wi-Fi adapter. So what will happen going further? I'll be covering this thing on my separate tutorial, how we can add the network adapters, right? How, like, why I have done this, the logic behind doing bridged mode and choosing the Wi-Fi adapters, right? And VMnet 8 will be acting as a NAT adapter type, and I'll be using VMnet. Uh, Zero, yes, like this thing, like, what the logic behind this, all things, all this stuff I'll be definitely covering up on my next video. But for this demonstration, it's all about, like, how we can import the Palo into the Eve 10.x, and how we can uh, access the Palo via GUI. Okay, there is one more thing I just recalled right now. I'll be showing you real quick. I guess if I'll just quickly go on edit, on setting, and if I want to add one more network adapter here, for example, and net 4, it will be acting as an anything as such, like just for the sake. What I'll be doing is, like I have seen, like, uh, I think it was spinning up, and I just added this. Okay. So what I have noticed is, like, when you have added multiple adapters, virtual network adapter, I have seen when you power on your VM, Palo VA file, right? Sometimes, like, that Palo is stuck in power cycle loop, meaning by if you'll be powering up your Palo Alto, like, it will power up, and again it will power down, and it will just, like, restarting. It will be in that power cycling loop. Okay, for that case, there is one real quick check that I'll showcase you uh, once I'll get the login. Just see, let's check real quick. Admin, 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 it's taking time. So by the time, what I'll be doing is I'll be showing you for the fix. Just click on the directory that we have installed. I have just kept my VMware Palo Alto VM. The moment I have installed, I have kept over here, right? So over here, you could see there is a text file called VMware Virtual Machine Configuration, right? So open this up with the notepad. Okay, so quickly type control find and type virtual dev. Okay, and click enter. uh, VIRTUALDEV, right? So just click on enter, 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 right? So this is the thing you need to make sure. Okay, so wherever there is an Ethernet 0 and virtual dev, right, and if that is VM xnet 3, that is fine. I'll just suggest you to copy this one first. I'm just copying this one. Okay, I'm expecting something else for one of the adapters. If you'll click go down virtual dev 3, it seems to be fine. Okay, this is good. If I'll go down for my search virtual dev, it seems we have vmxnet 3, that is good. Now here comes the trouble. Okay, for ethernet 3 virtual dev, I could see it is not vmxnet 3, it is showing something else, e1000, right? So this is where you need to paste that vmxnet 3 and save the file. If you have many more interfaces that you have added, and if that's the same case, if you're getting that E1000 something, right, then you need to make sure to replace that with vmxnet 3. Okay, and just click on save and come out of this config file. Okay, this is for them, like, who are facing some issues while powering up their Palo. If their machine is, like, power cycling, uh, if that machine is power cycling in between, or, like, while running the labs, and so on and so forth, I would suggest, like, be like make that check uh, as well, just to make sure you won't be stuck in trouble. Okay, I'll just click on enter, hit admin, and admin, I could see I can get the login or not. Yes, I have got the login right now. It is prompting me for the old password. The reason being it is prompting me the old password is I need to change the password for the Palo as soon as I'll get the login, because the default password and username is admin. I'll just give the admin as the old password, and I'll be using capital C, small c, IE at 123, CC IE at 123 as my new password. And for the confirmation, I'm gonna type the same CC IE at 123. Okay. So it have accepted the password. I'm expecting to see some IPs so that I could show you how to access the Palo via GUI. So I'll do so system info real quick, and I could see some IP address going over here. See, I've got the IP address. It's showing 192.160. I'll just to the biggest screen. It's still same, right? Okay, I if like on the second, I could see 192.168.62.138 is in my IP address that I have got for this Palo. Mm, see, 192.168.62.138 is my IP address, and 62.2 is my gateway, right? So what I'll be doing is I'll just coming out of the screen real quick, and okay, I'll be using my browser. I'll type https forward slash colon colon https colon forward slash 192.168.62. What is the API that I got? 138. 138. Okay. So as soon as you'll hit enter, you'll prompt for the certificate warnings. That's fine. And here comes admin, and the password would be that we have just changed, right? Capital C C I E at 123. Even you can come to this GUI at first and change the password as well, but either case is fine. Either you'll be doing in that CLI or the GUI. Things gonna be okay, right? So it's prompting me the for like we are running panvest 10.0 right now. I'm just going with, you can go through this if you wanted to, but I'm not going to. I'll just click on don't so that I'll be logged in the next time I won't be getting this prompt. Okay. So right now my device name is PAVM, right? There is the IP address that I have got, and so on, so right, and the CPU ID is model is Palo Alto VM, the version that I'm using right now. The management CPU is 14%, right? You can see your resources, how much of RAM you have given. So based on it, it will show you like what's the CPU consumption right now, and the uptime is 10 minutes and 29 seconds, and the time and so on. So and if you want to play around and go and do some sort of changes, for example device, and see for the 8 GB RAM it's spinning up, so seems like yeah, I'll just give the host name as how to, and you can change the time zone if you wanted, and a couple of checks. I'll just click on OK. You can even give the login banner if you wanted. I'll just give the login banner as well. Okay, something like this, and click on save, and I can commit and post the changes, right? So this is the change that I have done. You can, if you want to preview the changes what you have done, you can just click on OK. You will be getting the preview what's the change you have done. So this is the running config, right? And this is my candidate config, the configuration that I did something change on the running config, so that's the candidate config, right? So this is the change that I have done here, and whatever the change you'll be doing in Apollo, it will be saved as in candidate config, and once you'll validate the change, you can just push the commit. Okay, so that's how I'm just showcasing you so that you'll be aware we are able to power up our VM, and they did some changes, and that commit have been accepted successfully. Okay. Mm-mm. Let's give some time. Same, I need to spin my VM into the EV itself. It's taking resources. Even 8 GB is consuming much. 19 GB. Okay. So my so my push is almost 90% right now, and See guys, if you are like running lack of resources, if you don't have much resources in terms of RAM, right? And what I'll suggest is rather than running up your Palo Alto 10, go for some older versions, right? Some like Palo Alto version 8 and all. So it's gonna consume your a bit uh, less memory. Okay, so that you'll be able to do your labs. So I think we are good with the push right now. And if I'll quickly click on dashboard, my device name is changed to how to from VM, right? And I'll just try to log out this session and log in again just to showcase, like either our banner is working or not. See, our banner is now working. Welcome to my channel called how to, right? So my banner is working, our device name was changed successfully, and like going further you can do your own labs as you wanted. But yeah, this is the quick demonstration how we can import the Apollo 10.0 into my into the events, sorry, into the VMware, and spin it up, right? And thank you so much for watching. If you have any comments or any doubts or facing any issues, do let me know in the comment section below. um, I'll see you in my next video. Until then, take care, merry Christmas, and have a happy weekend, holidays. Bye bye.